You're a disgrace to America. Donald Trump shouted across the debate stage, his voice echoing through the hall. His hand slammed against the podium, his face flushed red with anger. The camera zoomed in, capturing the fury of a man who had built his career on confrontation. But across from him, Jasmine Crockett didn't flinch. She didn't raise her voice, didn't roll her eyes, didn't even shift her stance. Instead, she leaned ever so slightly toward the microphone, her tone steady, her words razor-sharp. "Mr. Trump," she said calmly, "when anger is all you have, what's left for America?" The audience gasped. Some erupted in applause. Others sat stunned. But all eyes locked on the moment. Donald Trump had attacked with volume. Jasmine Crockett had answered with composure. And in that clash of styles, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a debate. It was a test of what true leadership looks like. Trump's outburst wasn't surprising. For years, he has thrived on spectacle, on the roar of a crowd and the sting of an insult. His strategy was always simple: dominate the stage, overwhelm his opponent, make the moment about him. In many ways, it worked. Rivals stumbled, moderators froze, and headlines filled with his sound bites. But Jasmine Crockett was a different kind of opponent. A congresswoman with a legal background, she had built her reputation not by shouting louder, but by refusing to be silenced. She had stood her ground in committee hearings, faced down critics on national television, and earned a reputation as one of the sharpest voices in American politics. Her weapon wasn't rage, it was restraint. The tension had been building all night. From questions on the economy to foreign policy, Trump's interruptions grew louder, his gestures sharper. Crockett responded with calm, answering questions with clarity, refusing to be rattled. But when the debate turned to the issue of democracy and trust in government, the stage caught fire. Trump leaned forward, his voice rising to a near roar. "You don't care about democracy, you care about yourself. You're a fraud, and you should be ashamed to stand on this stage." The attack was vicious, direct, and meant to rattle. The audience gasped. The moderator froze, and for a split second, it seemed Trump had seized control of the night. But Crockett simply waited. She let the noise wash over her like a wave, and when it passed, she delivered the line that flipped the narrative. "When anger is all you have, what's left for America?" It was calm, it was precise, and it was devastating. The reaction was immediate. Applause rolled across the hall. Viewers at home clipped the exchange and posted it online. Within minutes, hashtags like #TrumpRedFaced and #ClapbackQueen began trending. News anchors replayed the clip on loop. Analysts dissected the body language. And commentators from both sides admitted it was a defining moment. For Trump, the scream was unforgettable. But for Crockett, the calm comeback became immortal in less than a minute. She had shown America that sometimes the quietest voice can make the loudest impact. Because this wasn't just about two politicians clashing on stage. It was about two visions of leadership. One fueled by chaos, the other by composure. One powered by fury, the other by focus. And in that moment, the difference was undeniable. The night didn't end there. Trump continued to argue, raising his voice, gesturing wildly. But the audience's perception had already shifted. Crockett's calm presence cast every one of his shouts in a harsher light. The harder he tried to dominate, the more red-faced he became. The more she stayed steady, the stronger she looked. By the end of the debate, the clip had gone viral across platforms late. Night hosts replayed it with astonishment. Analysts called it a masterclass in composure under fire. And viewers, millions of them, had already drawn their own conclusion. Sometimes, restraint speaks louder than rage. Because leadership isn't measured in decibels. It's measured in control. And that night, Jasmine Crockett proved that no matter how loud the attack, a calm comeback can end it instantly. If this moment shocked you as much as it shocked America, don't just watch. Be part of the conversation. Subscribe now to Beyond Truth, where we go deeper into the clashes, comebacks, and confrontations shaping our future. Hit that bell icon so you never miss the next truth uncovered. Because on this channel, The story doesn't end when the debate stops. It begins.